Oh, and there you saw just the electricity
1-0.
coming from Pouilly's racket.
1-0. Pouille.
Petch, he's dynamite, isn't he, from anywhere in the court?
Anywhere in the court. At times, I feel against the left-handers, he doesn't use his backhand quite as much. You saw him lose to Ramos Vinolas in Monte Carlo, but off that forehand wing, and at times off this first serve as well, he can just create so much pace. One of his favourite shots, the drop shot. There's the lob. Overhit.
So we open up with a couple of mini breaks. Verdasco, former top 10er not so long ago, down at 34 in the world, but so experienced.
He's got a couple of
2-1.
good balls back there, Verdasco. There's no right or wrong way to play a tiebreaker. Some people say it favours a big server, it favours the returners. You can argue that the big servers like Isner, Raonic, Karlovic sometimes take it easier on the returning games when they're playing a set. As you can see, and we have been seeing tonight here in Madrid, how quickly these breakers can turn around. I think momentum's a bigger factor than anything else.
What do you think is the best play? I mean, it's a pretty quick clay court scenario out here. Do you take it on, or do you sit back and grind it out?
I think in these conditions, one of the most important things is hitting your spots with your serve. I think you take what you can off the return. I'm not sure that's a great play from Fernando all the time. It's been something that he's been willing to do this year. He got through to the final in Dubai. The Spaniard basically rolling his first serve in against good returners who are going to be aggressive. Your likes of Djokovic, Murray, you've got to feel that that isn't going to serve him well. But maybe in altitude, he's worried about hitting too many second serves. It has been a bit of an Achilles heel for him.
Mr. Verdasco is challenging the call on the right baseline. The ball was called out.
Okay, first all-kind challenge of the night. You get one incorrect challenge. There's 12 cameras located around this court, tracking every single ball. Let's see what they've picked. So he's chucked away that challenge.
That's it. It's gone. And yeah, I was saying he's happy to be back in this, but as I said, Verdasco, not necessarily always going to be somebody that's going to just dominate you all the way through. Pouille off that win in Budapest, got to be feeling confident as well.
And Verdasco throwing away that she's gone very early with the challenge, thrown it away.
Something else he doesn't have to worry about now, Sam, though. Can clear that out of his mind.
Isn't he? Pouille from Dunkirk in northern France, where not too many tennis players come from. And look at the revolutions on that.
Verdasco got to the final in Dubai on the ATP, serving on average with his first serve under 100 miles an hour.
Wow.
157 Ks he was serving in Dubai. Didn't work against Murray, no great surprise there, but did get him through to the final. But that goes to show how little confidence he has in his second serve at times. Pouille's having a drill out here, and there it is. Pouille couldn't resist it. Verdasco dragging him out wide. That's a dangerous shot to take on. Yeah, you look like a genius when you make it, but it looks a little less than that kind of caliber of intellect when you miss it as he does there. That's brilliant. Well, he's just cleaning lines for fun out there.
5-4.
He's such a talented player. He's got so much creativity. A lot of hard work, of course. Again, he went out to Dubai not just to save some tax dollars, but also to work with the likes of Federer as well in the boiling heat of the Middle East. Emmanuel Plunk, his coach, saw how hard Federer worked. You know, it looks easy on the court when the Swiss superstar's playing, but got Pouille out there serving an extra 200 balls after every practice. May have to go to 250 after that second serve.
Again, very similar patterns to what we've seen already in the first hour of this tie-break tens. Very cagey, little momentum swings all over the place. No, neither player out here has got a grip on this breakers so far.
With a great motion with his first serve percentage on as well. He's around 55% on the season. I think for Pouille, he's got to be up around 60% to really make big inroads in the top 10. Look at that, because that's what these top guys can do to you.
6-5, 6-5. Verdasco.
Safe second serve, doesn't really find the spot, and that's twice now he's been burnt by a great return from Verdasco. Look at that, 132, right back at you.
7-5.
Well, it will be a
7-5.
A popular win, wouldn't it, if Verdasco could come through here. He's the local guy, Real Madrid supporter. His parents own restaurants, and by his own admission, he admits to being barely able to boil an egg.
Yeah, well, but that's fair play to him. Why would you bother to like learn something that you can go and have somebody else do it for you for free? I mean, that's just wasting time, isn't it? There's more things in life to do now for him. He can go and learn a new trade.
31 years of age, been out on the tour a very long time, still loving his tennis, still having a lot of success. I would love to perform well in front of this home crowd.
Still, I feel at times Pouille a little bit over relying on his forehand. Again, Ramos Vinolas, he hit his backhand 106 Ks, Pouille, and if you look at his season average, he's at 119 against left-handers. I think at times he gets a little too defensive, and you could see there he was wanting to try and get his forehand into play when it wasn't really on, because he's not trusting that backhand as often as he should. Getting a missed first serve.
Nine, 5.
So 4 match points. Here's Johanna Konta, British #1. She's up next against Simona Halep. The women have to get ready.
Gracias.
It's all happening very quickly out here, the Caja Mágica.
9-6, 9-6.
Well, we're yet to see a one-sided
match point.
Tiebreak 10. This is the closest thing we've had, but will there be a little turnaround here by the Frenchman? What's he got up his sleeve?
This is tennis with your finger on the fast-forward button, isn't it?
It's great. Tennis needs a little shake-up. This is a good one.
Yeah, delighting the home fans, but Verdasco through to play Dimitrov in the last 4.
10 points to 6.
Look, very difficult to play under these conditions. How important it was the serve and the aggressive from Verdasco?
Well, it was 5-4, and then he played some great return. He plays. I mean, he played great, and it was a lot of fun.
He knows the altitude very well.
Yeah, he used to practice here, but no, he's a good player, and good luck to him.
Okay, all the best.
Thank you.
No time to settle in out there, Fernando. Straight at it. It's tough, isn't it?
It was pretty tough. You don't have a margin of error, so you just try to play all the points as best as you can. And you know, I've been a bit lucky a little bit with few returns that I think made me being able to win the tiebreak.
I feel bad talking to you in English when you're in your home city of Madrid at the moment, but we're broadcasting to the world. You can have one message in Spanish to the crowd here tonight if you wish.
Bueno, nada, como he dicho antes, estoy encantado de estar aquí y nada, espero que os lo paséis bien hoy con nosotros aquí y gracias por el apoyo. Ahora nos vemos en un ratito en la.
To those of you who speak Spanish, you know what he said. Those of you who don't, you realise from the crowd reaction it went down very well indeed. He goes on to the semi-finals. He is still in the race for that $250,000. More knockout tennis live from Madrid when we return.
Hola Madrid, ¿cómo estáis? Hola Madrid. Hola Caja Mágica.
Un fuerte aplauso a todo el público, a todos los que estáis aquí. Os lo merecéis, un aplauso muy muy fuerte. Porque entre otras cosas, hoy estáis colaborando para una grandísima causa. Porque gracias a este Mutua Charity Tiebreak Trends se van a donar $100.000 para luchar contra la violencia de género. Muchas gracias a la Fundación Mutua Madrileña y a Cáritas España. Os pido otro aplauso muy fuerte, creo que se lo merece. Vaya speaker de lujo que tenemos hoy, Alex Correia. Un fuerte aplauso.
Bueno, gracias Antonio. Cuando hago las entrevistas en inglés es porque va para todo el mundo, no de los chicos en inglés porque quiera. Me encantaría hacerlo en español, pero bueno, eso lo haremos más tarde.
Y os pido otro aplauso. Un aplauso muy fuerte para Carlos Jim. Vaya pedazo de DJ que tenemos hoy aquí en la Caja Mágica.
Grande.
Alex.
Y para ti, Antonio.
La gente se lo está pasando muy bien, se están divirtiendo mucho porque estamos viendo un formato espectacular de tenis.
Sí. La verdad es que todos están muy nerviosos porque es muy difícil jugar con este formato. Sabéis que tienen que jugar agresivos, pero tampoco pueden cometer muchos errores no forzados porque si no pierden el tiebreak en 2 o 3 minutos. Así que todos están bastante tensos, lógico, y como veis tienen unas bicicletas aquí para entrar en calor, para que cuando entren en pista pues ya puedan tener un poquito más los músculos más calientes y que sobre todo no se lesionen, que es lo importante.
Ya tenemos 2 semifinales espectaculares. Kuznetsova y Dimitrov Verdasco.
Sí, son los que mejor se han adaptado, han jugado muy igualados, pero creo que al final han sido los que más han sabido jugar en estas circunstancias y yo creo que a medida que pase la tarde-noche todavía van a jugar mejor.
Bueno, pues para todo el público, recordamos, se está jugando cuartos de final, semifinales y final, así que a disfrutar de este Mutua Charity Tiebreak Tennis contra la violencia de género.
¡Vamos!
Tie-break tennis continues here in Madrid. What a fantastic night we've had so far. We're only halfway through the pool games and Agnieszka Radwanska is here after your glorious victory over the local favourites, and you're watching a possible semi-finalist you might have to face. What have you learned so far tonight?
Well, first of all, it's a little bit more pressure than usual. It's only the tiebreaker, so you need to. That's very challenging. You need to handle the pressure a bit more than usual. But well, so far it's getting good, very interesting. So I think we're all enjoying it.
And we're beginning to see these exercise bikes, something they hadn't been doing. They're obviously learning that to get that second wind, you got to get on these first, right?
Yes, of course. You need to be ready all the time, and of course, you're going on and off the court a couple of times if you're, of course, winning. So it's not easy.
Okay, well, enjoy your night. Good stuff. Good luck. Right, another game coming your way. Up next, it is Joanna Konta against Simone Halep. Let's get back up to our commentary box.
Two players that know each other very well in recent weeks, of course, played in a very controversial Fed Cup tie in Romania. Konta also has a 2-love head-to-head win over Halep. They came on hard courts. What's going to be crucial here? Is it going to be Konta's ability to hit aces or Halep's ability on clay court to move so well?
Yeah, it's going to be the Halep movement.
1-0.
I mean, Romanian superstar. What an opportunity she has. We've expected her by now to have won the French Open, a finalist a few years ago, but women's tennis wide open, and Halep can walk through the door and pick up one of the biggest titles. Yeah, she's ready.
Well, you can see a game of inches already. Konta's return may have just missed the baseline, but the way that Halep was looking at it, I wouldn't have minded a little Hawkeye challenge on that one. There, hers finds the line, and then there's that movement from Konta, just struggled a bit there. Very conservative serving at the moment from Konta early on here. Again, tough to get out of the blocks quickly. Oh, brutal. So little time to recover from those, and every point counts here at tie-break tens, and those hurt a little more than they would otherwise.
Konta, the world #7, having the time of her life on tour right now, everything going right, but a very methodical player. That's playing so well. And it's just a little looser and more flexible for this kind of format. Are we going to see our first whitewash?
Well, Halep, who's gave herself a little bit of a talk, didn't she? Said she was getting just too sort of complicated with everything, getting down on herself with her coach Darren Cahill. She said he was a little disappointed. Darren, one of the great coaches out there on the tour. We saw a revival in Stuttgart for Halep.
Yeah, she's very wary. I mean, this is a wonderful start here. She's very wary of being well ahead against Jo Konta. Twice she's lost matches from being a set and a couple of breaks up. They have played one breaker before, that was in China, and it was an epic 9-7. Konta took it, and with it turned the match from a set down.
Oh, roll the net up, pack it in your bag, and have it every day of the week.
6-0. 8-9. Oh, she's looking so good for the French Open. She's had a lot of injuries.
If she hits this many net courts, no one's going to beat her.
Yeah, that net is pretty tight, isn't it? Yeah, he'll take that, but it hits a fair few as well.
Yeah, flat hitter of the ball. He'll be hoping that it goes that way as well for Konta. Well,
this is the first change event. This can get a little embarrassing out there, can't it? Suddenly you get self-conscious.
That's why they've got us in the box here, Sam. Yeah, bit of experience in that here. Much experience, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, we've stood in her shoes right now. We know that. We understand that scoreline.
Loves to set, Konta, doesn't she? Loves to set on the ball, and that's not always the best way on the clay. But nice smile for her. That's pride restored.
Yeah, that's a great reaction, isn't it? But just look at Halep with these silky skills: hit and move. You haven't got a choice in Romania to learn how to play on clay. They've only got 3 hard courts in the whole country. Ooh.
7-1.
Look at that,
7-1.
3 minutes on the
Halep.
clock. I wonder if Halep can get this done in 5.
Radwanska, once she roll off 9 straight points in that win over Muguruza.
Let's.
Oh, and again.
Second service.
If you've ever wanted to know what a Romanian net looks like, you're seeing it right now. Yeah, well, Konta's pressing, and that's the thing about
8-1.
tennis in general, but
Halep.
particularly in a short format like this, if you the pressure to make something happen just increases exponentially, and well, it's getting away from the Brit here. Jack Sock getting ready for his one against Burdick. Big hitting forehands coming your way very soon.
Yeah, trying to extend the rally, trying to get a foothold here. Looks
8-2.
all too late
8-2. Halep.
for Britain's Gianna Konta on a worse surface. That also adds a little spice on this scoreline.
Brilliant. Again, just a great example of the balance that Halep possesses.
Well,
Match point.
it was always coming. Doesn't often play this combination, but Konta a nose right over the net or body weight going forward. It wasn't a difficult choice, was it?
Hardest surface to defend on at the net is a clay court. Looseness of the surface, just can't get enough traction on the court. It's better from Konta. Too little, too late. Indeed it is.
Partido para Simona Halep.
Halep just simply awesome.
10 puntos a 2.
Didn't put a foot wrong.
To 2.
Got a little bit of good fortune as well, and that is why she knocks Konta out of the tiebreak 10s. 10 points to 2.
Well, Joe, it's tough out there. You've no time to settle in. You've no time to put your shape on the game, do you?
No, not at all. It's really got to get going straight away, and Simona definitely did that better than I.
But you have seen some big fight backs tonight. You thought maybe if you just stay in the game, it might come to you. Was that the plan?
100%. I mean, it's not over until the very end, obviously, and I tried my best, but she was.
You're really tired. I mean, it's tough work out there, isn't it? It's only, I mean, only 6 minutes, but it's a tough 6 minutes, right?
Yeah, it was tough, and I want to thank the net because he was with me today. So, and also to the public that it's awesome to be here, and I want to thank for this opportunity to play here.
Well, you're going to get to play out in this court again. The lure of $250,000 as well is a nice one, and these can be really big occasions, can't they? Nights like this. Are you enjoying the occasion in itself?
Yeah, it's a big occasion and it's a lot of fun for my side, and yeah, I really enjoyed the time on court, and yeah, I hope to play a good tennis next match.
Warm up starts now.
The sound is really tough, huh?
Well done, congratulations. Right, she continues. Let's just jump off the court here because you can see they're out warming up again, and well, 2 serious players. Thomas Berdych, 2017 is